And I said, what does that mean? He said, I didn't think she was the brightest. I didn't think school marks didn't reflect that. And now I'm looking at the work that she's doing, and I'm looking at the essays that she's writing, and I'm looking at the assignments, and I'm blown away, and I have to pinch myself that, is this my kid? And I said, yeah, it's your kid, and this is what we see every single day. And he said, thank the college that I didn't see it. For 18 years, I have lived with this child, and I never saw it. And I said, wow.
Wow.
And I think that's the power of a great program. That's the power of a wonderful university. And I've worked with Symbiosis for 40 years.
Oh my God.
I got married, went to Pune, joined Symbiosis, honestly speaking, because it was the only college at that point of time that didn't force me to teach in a regional language. Because we had foreign students, right?
Right.
And I said, this is my place. And then went in, fell in love with the founder, with the institute, with everything. And then the School for Liberal Arts. And I think that whole autonomy that the team of teachers gets to create a space that's a safe space for students to come to, share their thoughts, share their opinions, do what they want to do, create. Even at Symbiosis Dubai, students are suggesting to teachers, why don't we do this project? Why don't we do this assignment? Why don't we go here? And I love that. And so professionally, I think these are some of my favorite moments.
That's beautiful.
And I just love, and to be honest, I've been lucky. I never left college. You said that you had wonderful years in college. I haven't left.
You haven't left?
I haven't left.
Oh my goodness. But now you've even gone with the same college to a different country.
Absolutely.
Right? So what differences do you see between Symbiosis India and Dubai Symbiosis? Do you see any difference in terms of the students, the way the country runs? What has been your learning? I know you've only been here 9 months, but how is it going?
It's going wonderfully. I think it's been one of the best experiences of my life. On a personal note, my family is thrilled
of course,
that I am here because, at my age, the opportunity to go to another country and to do what I love doing is tremendous. What is different? Of course, there are things that are different.
Yeah.
But the differences are all good. I think all countries that are progressive and understand the value of education do certain things. Paperwork might differ, documentation might differ. I've loved my experiences of working with KHDA and CAA. I found them absolutely responsive. I found the Ministry of Higher Education absolutely responsive, which is a delight. I haven't faced any bureaucratic barriers or flaws. I think students are students everywhere.
Yeah.
Language might change, they might look different, culturally they might be a little different, but the culture in terms of being a student is the same.
That stays the same across the world.
The same.
Yeah.
When I started teaching in 1982, there was a particular percentage of students who were hungry to learn. That percentage has grown slightly. That hunger is still there. There's a particular percentage of students, which luckily is shrinking, who really don't care. So what I've observed is that the UAE is I think, very progressive in terms of, and very clear and articulate. And that's what I love about this. Clear and articulate about what they want universities to try and do. So whether it's AI and the use of technology, whether it is sustainability, whether it is innovation, that these are our goals and help partner with us to reach those goals. I think Symbiosis fits in very well because that has been the Symbiosis philosophy as well. In a country that, like India, setting up a university or setting up an educational group for foreign students was unheard of in those days and even today. Correct. So knowing that international understanding through quality education is your mantra. Vasudeva Kutumbakam is Sanskrit. It means the world is one family. What it basically means is that for any human being who has learned to be open-minded and liberal in thinking, that person will only see the similarities amongst people, not the differences. Focus on the similarities and then respect the differences, and then the world becomes your family. That is the same ethos that I felt when I landed here. So many nationalities, respect for diversity, correct? Everybody has their own space. Everybody meets. I mean, I've had the best of time here, and I haven't actually struggled. I mean, the same setting up, teething problems that I would have faced there and that I did face there, I face here. Talking to parents and convincing them.
Same.
About how do you prepare for a unknown world? Same thing there, same thing here. I think the concerns are now global. I think higher education's challenges, higher education's concerns are now of a global nature. Local nuances, of course, but therefore I haven't found that much of a difference. And I've just loved, I think even the agencies that I work with have only made me feel comfortable. And I have a feeling that might not have been the case back at home. I don't know whether foreigners who come to India settle in, I don't know. I mean, I haven't had that experience, but here people have gone out of their way to make me feel comfortable.
Well, that's beautiful. And like one of my parting questions for you is, obviously this is a podcast targeting mainly women, and you are viewed by many of us like a very powerful woman who has achieved a lot and who has a lot of confidence. And one question I get all the time from the audience is, how do you become more confident? And I genuinely think that a lot of us put blockades in our own heads with things like imposter syndrome or all of this. What will people say? But what is your advice to anyone out there who's watching you right now in terms of how do you achieve your purpose, especially as a woman, whether you have, all the cultural background and baggage that we do?
I think it's important for everyone, but especially for women, because society places so many responsibilities and expectations on them. And as one of my friends recently said, women are getting liberated, but men aren't. They're still not changing diapers. And when they do, they post it on Insta. And I've been doing that all my life. I'm so big deal that you changed a diaper once. And is it Insta worthy? Jokes aside, I think we're still in that transition where equality is still some while away. What I would suggest, and I think I've done this myself, I mean, honestly speaking, I believe that every woman has to first try and understand, what is it that we really want? Do I want to stay at home? Do I love children? Do I love cooking? Do I love gardening? Do I love taking care of family? Do I love sitting at home and doing X, Y, and Z? Would I like to do something small at home? Do I want to enter into a job? Do I want to convert that job into a career? Do I want to travel? Do I want to climb the corporate ladder? Do I want to set up my own? Whatever. I think that clarity is step number one. Step number two is owning it. And I think this is where we struggle. That with every choice, there are some consequences. The fact is that while I'm here, I'm not with my parents. I'm happy that my husband is. Is it the same? Is there a sacrifice? Of course there is a sacrifice. But I think there's sacrifice in all the choices that we make. My grandmother was at home and she sacrificed the potential of doing something outside and of growing and having an identity of her own. Correct? So, how badly do we want it? Who do we want to be in our own eyes? To slowly train yourself, and you have to keep talking to yourself, that when you look in the mirror, you see yourself through your own eyes, not through your husband's eyes, not through society's eyes, but you look at yourself and say, does this really make me happy? And then the ability to be able to have those conversations with people who are near and dear with you. Because I think sometimes we underestimate the support that our family and friends would give us if we're honest with them. And I think every woman has huge potential. But I also feel that the burden on us today is, you've got to have a career. You've got to do well.
There's no choice.
No, everybody doesn't have to be an entrepreneur, and everyone doesn't have to be a CEO, and everyone shouldn't be.
Right?
Yeah. And you should be fine doing whatever, and you have to respect it yourself. And I think one lesson that I have learned is, if you don't respect yourself, nobody else does. So the ability to, and again, like I say, it's those polite conversations. It's those loving conversations where you are, and I think we hesitate to share what we want with our families. Men are so good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Correct? That they're so good at saying, you know what, I really need this. I want this.
Oh, I don't like this.
Or I don't like this.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's food or whether it's a job or a transfer or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Women need to learn that. And I think the sisterhood, as we say, is so important. Therefore, programs like yours, very important, because they need to see. And I think they also need to see that you can try and balance both. Personal, academic, professional growth, along with family happiness and growth. And I think those are things I see the younger generation now managing. I see my nieces and my nephews and my own children and, daughters-in-law. They manage. They talk to each other. They resolve issues. They share the burden. And to be honest, today, the world is difficult. The world is complex. You're not going to be able to do anything on your own. Correct? So a little bit of faith, a little bit of respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Talk to people. Have those conversations. Don't plug it in and then suddenly one day you explode. Where someone looks at you and say, I never knew you even wanted that. So I think we have to get into the habit. We're so compassionate. We're trained, we're conditioned, right, to be compassionate to other people's needs. A little bit of that compassion for ourselves,
I love that. And I think what you're saying is that women can have it all. You just need to decide what your all is.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Doctor, this was beautiful. Thank you so much for your time. This was a wonderful conversation. And I hope to see you, given that we're neighbors. So I'm going to come see you one day at the university.
Come to Symbiosis Dubai. It's beautiful. We're in DKP. And I'll tell you why it's beautiful. It's beautiful because you will see a community of faculty, staff members, students who are just so excited. I mean, I love it. I walk in every single morning and there's an energy, and that energy buoys me up because that's the secret sauce that you need for institutions to be successful. And because, see, we are successful when our students are successful.
Yeah.
We grow when our students grow. And I'm just so excited. I would love to share that. Please do come.
Absolutely.
Meet our students.
Thank you. And I look forward to having more conversations with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.